Hey, Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So, without further ado, let's check out today's news. Update emerges on Terry McLaurin's possible holdout from the Commanders. Washington. Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin skipped mandatory minicamp last month as he seeks a new contract, and it doesn't appear the two sides have made much, if any, progress toward an extension since then. McLaurin is entering the final season of a 3-year, $68.2 million contract extension he signed in 2022. He wants a new deal. And a report last month said the two-time Pro Bowl wide receiver is frustrated with the Commanders. During an appearance Sunday on SportsCenter, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported that McLaurin is still not happy with the current extension situation. The veterans are scheduled to report to training camp in Washington on July 22nd, which gives the Commanders about 2 weeks to negotiate with McLaurin. Unless there is a deal or progress toward one, there is a good chance the 29-year-old will hold out. McLaurin has had 5 consecutive seasons with 1,000-plus receiving yards, which is why he feels he deserves a significant raise. He caught 82 passes for 1,096 yards and a career-high 13 touchdowns last season. His average annual salary of $23.2 million puts him outside the NFL's top 15 highest-paid wide receivers. The Commanders acquired Deebo Samuel in a trade with the San Francisco 49ers this offseason, so McLaurin could have some competition for the no one passing game role this year. Washington also made Samuel a generous contract offer after the trade, though he is also set to become a free agent after the season. Marshon Lattimore trade to the Commanders brings bad news. After recognizing his potential to compete in the NFC, the Washington Commanders traded veteran cornerback Marshon Lattimore to create a sense of security in the secondary. Most people believe, however, that Washington gave up too much in the trade, trading a 3rd, 4th, and 5th-round NFL draft pick to the New Orleans Saints. The aftermath of the trade was forgotten, as Lattimore missed the next 6 games with a hamstring injury. Upon his return, he did not make a positive first impression on his new fans. He played in the final 2 games of the regular season, and Washington's impressive run to the NFC Championship game. Most Commanders fans will remember the frequency with which he drew pass interference penalties and the fight with Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown during that stretch. Now heading into 2025, when Washington will pay him nearly $18 million, the highest on the market, the Commanders are likely to demand that Lattimore return to his Pro Bowl ways to give the team any chance of living up to Super Bowl expectations. Washington bolstered the interior with the additions of Javon Kinlaw and Deatrich Wise after Eagles running back Saquon Barkley ran roughshod over the Commanders' defense last season. If Lattimore continues to struggle, however, the defense will continue to be a problem. Lattimore should get a chance to play alongside promising rookie Trey Amos, who brings good size to this run-stopping agenda. A more motivated Lattimore should help bring Amos along and spark playmaking in Washington's secondary. Lattimore hasn't reached 50 tackles in a season since his 4th and final Pro Bowl selection in 2021. The Commanders will need to see that version of their high-priced cornerback in 2025 if he can stay healthy. The Commanders paid a lot for Lattimore, and all indications are that their confidence in him hasn't waned. Perhaps a full season of good health in the nation's capital will be the turning point that gets his play back to the level we're used to. Bleacher reports Brad Gagnon calls Lattimore the highest paid player in Washington. It took a lot of effort to get him, and his contract will cost a lot to keep for the next 2 years. If he rises to the occasion, the Commanders will measure the success of their investment by how well he performs, not just during the regular season, but in the playoffs when it matters. Commanders are considered an ideal destination for veteran defensive players in the unfed hay, Washington Commanders fans. The offseason still has important chapters in store, and the Commanders continue to be considered one of the main destinations for experienced defensive reinforcements who are still available on the market, although the official free agency period ended months ago. The truth is that the NFL free agent market never sleeps, except between the end of the Super Bowl and the beginning of the new league year. With training camps about to start in a few weeks, several franchises are still monitoring relevant names to fill gaps in their rosters. And that's where the Washington Commanders come in. According to a recent analysis by Matt Holder of Bleacher Report, the Washington Commanders are one of the 3 teams most highly considered as a destination for some of the top defensive free agents still available, alongside the Chicago Bears and Detroit Lions. One of the names mentioned most often is that of veteran pass rusher Zadarius Smith. An experienced edge who could significantly strengthen the team's front 7. This potential move is even more compelling considering the departure of Dante Fowler Jr., who led the team with 10.5 sacks in 2023, but returned to the Dallas Cowboys this offseason. His absence has left a clear gap in the production of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The Commanders' front office, led by new head coach Dan Quinn, has adopted a smart strategy, capitalizing on quarterback Jaden Daniels' rookie contract. Build a competitive and balanced roster. The idea is to invest in impactful veterans without compromising the salary cap in the long term. However, there is a reason why names like Smith, Von Miller, Jadeveon Clowney, and Matthew Judon are still without a team. Factors such as advanced age, injury history, or contractual requirements often delay these signings. It is not uncommon for teams to wait until the end of the preseason or until week 1 to sign veterans, avoiding guaranteeing full salaries for the entire season. The Commanders are currently banking on players like Frankie Louvu, who recently arrived from Carolina, and the promising Javonte Jean-Baptiste, who is entering his 2nd year in the NFL, to fill the role of press rusher. In addition, there is a clear emphasis on strengthening the defensive running game, one of Quinn's priorities for 2025. Stay tuned, Commanders fans. At any moment, the team could further strengthen its defense on the way to a promising season.